Welcome back to
Backyard Gridiron Talk.
yeah. Good to be back. It was off a week like Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But we are back and we're ready to make our week one picks. But before we dive in, let's welcome Anthony. He came all the way here from Texas just for this show. I'm just kidding. We had our fantasy draft this week. Hopefully my team doesn't suck. You guys, how do you feel about your fantasy outcome?
I'll take it. We'll see. It's our first year of doing the Superflex, so the draft just kind of we had to feel around. You could definitely see trends happening, and we had it in person. So, like, you got to the third round, and I've already started taking quarterbacks again, and it's like, oh, he's taking a quarterback, I got to take a quarterback. And all the quarterbacks were gone by the fifth round, basically.
Shout out my brother, Kirk Cousins, second round.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of mine. I got Christian McCaffrey and Cooper Kupp on the same team.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, with the 12th overall pick.
I got Lamar Jackson and Jamar Chase, so I got Jamar Chase, who could be the second best top receiver this year with my second pick. So
I got a Chubb.
I'll take it. You got a Chubb.
And
you got a Brownie. That's what I like to see.
Justin Herbert. I got some. My receiving core is questionable. Jerry Jeudy and Amon-Ra St. Brown are my top two.
Hey.
But, you know.
Jeudy could have a big year.
ETN, I got Travis Kelce. He's basically a wide receiver, so he's going to get all the targets in Kansas City, too. Well, maybe not all of them, but he's going to be their leading receiver for sure.
You would think, yeah.
You would think. But, yeah. Jumping on in.
Yeah, we've been gone for a minute because I got to take a vacation in the middle of the.
I'm tan now.
Yeah, it's the tannest it's ever been.
It's still kind of farmer's tan, but not really.
But yeah, so we were gone for a minute. Tom Brady returned to practice. Jimmy Garoppolo is actually staying with the Niners. No one would have saw that coming. They restructured his contract, so he will not be making $25 million either, but he gets to stay in San Francisco. So he just had a fumble on the play. Don't worry about that.
Bears fan. Khalil Herbert.
Yeah, for the Browns, not too many surprises. We pretty much had our roster set. They fucking claimed Kellen Mond on waivers, so now he has to be on our 53-man roster.
Wait, he's on the Browns?
Yeah, and he's our third-string quarterback. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, I guess they're hoping that,
I thought the Vikings still had him.
No, they let him go because they have a new regime. But my thinking is the reason they signed him is because if he has to, he can run the RPO just like Dobbs, just like they're going to Brissett do, because you got to take advantage of these running backs that we have, and hopefully they stack the box and we can make a play. Whatever, who knows? We'll see. But other than that, that's pretty much all the Browns did that was kind of, interesting. They signed Josh Rosen to this practice squad, so, he's still on a team.
Josh Rosen.
Don't know how, but yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all the news from the Browns camp. We ready for week one to face Baker and Rashard Higgins and, the Carolina Panthers. And really who we should be focused on is CMC, but, we're the Browns, so I'm sure the players are. The fans are not.
Browns.
Yeah, we beat you in the playoffs. How did Big Ben's last home playoff game go?
I don't care.
Okay.
That was the Browns' last playoff game.
We lost.
Chad.
But,
Chad. Anyway, Mitch was officially named the starting quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, and a captain.
And a captain. They gave that away. I mean,
He
they
got
named him
named
captain
before he became a starter.
Right, so Tomlin officially made the announcement today. Kenny Pickett, number 2, and Rudolph, number 3.
Okay.
I just love how Rudolph expected to be the starter before they got Trubisky. He, going into camp, going into Ben's retirement, he expected to be the starter. Now, all of a sudden, third string.
He probably, I hate to bring this up again, he wouldn't have beat out Dwayne Haskins if he was still here. He probably wouldn't have made the team.
No.
I'm surprised he thought he was going to be the starter.
Yeah, and he's not a starting quarterback.
No.
We gave him chances. Then again, they were conservative with him, but I still don't think...
There's a reason why you had to be conservative.
Yeah.
You didn't want him to lose the game.
Well, they wanted him to stay in the game just enough for a defense or something to make a play, and then wait for Roethlisberger to get back in or something like that. But who knows? Anyway, I'm excited. We didn't really do anything that surprising as far as releases go. Pretty much everyone I expected is still on the team.
Yeah. Any Bears news? Anything excited for this Bears season, huh?
I mean, I'm glad we're getting offensive line depth. I mean,
you claimed like 1 million people on waivers.
Just throw some spaghetti at the wall, see what sticks.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited to see what the offensive line does. That dictates how successful the Bears are going to be. I mean, if you get Justin Fields times, I think he can have a great second year, have a second-year breakout. If you don't give him time, he'll probably draft C.J. Stroud next year.
Hey.
Get them Ohio State quarterbacks.
Yeah,
I mean,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right, you know.
But speaking of Ohio State quarterbacks, college football started this week.
Yeah, Ohio State had a win. Penn State had a nice comeback win.
Comeback win. I expected a win against Purdue. I expected a close win against Purdue, and that's exactly what they delivered. First of all, I just want to talk about one game and one game only. That game Sunday night, whatever we watched. So we finished our draft. A little backstory here. We finished our draft. It's just us three sitting on my couch over there. And all of a sudden, we were like, let's turn on the Guardians.
The Guardians gave up a home run, so we stopped watching them.
Let's go ahead and turn on Florida State and LSU.
Yeah.
4 minutes left. Florida State's up 7. All right, cool. Florida State punts the ball. LSU decides to muff the punt, even though they needed that ball to go score. So, yeah, muff the punt in case you didn't watch the game, because I can't imagine many people watch Florida State and LSU. But they buff the punt, so it's like, oh, it's over. It's like under 2 minutes left. They have one timeout. LSU's done.
Yeah.
3rd and goal at the 1. Florida State does a toss. They fumble it. LSU gets it at their own 1.
Minute 20 left.
LSU, no timeouts, just slinging it. And clock stops on first down in college football. Just slinging it, running it. Quarterback had some wheels. They get it all the way down. Dives. The guy dives for out of bounds. Doesn't get out of bounds.
They called him out of
Call
bounds.
it out of bounds with 1 second left. Since he got the first down, they got to run one more play after the review. That play, they scored a touchdown. The crowd went wild, and we're all sitting here like, watch this thing get blocked. Sure enough,
after we said they should have gone for 2, but you know,
should have.
Not Brian Kelly.
We're like,
hey, let's kick a field goal.
Let's kick the extra point, send it to overtime, blocked.
Game over.
Game over. Florida State survives. That was the craziest.
It was a crazy weekend altogether. Starting on Thursday with the backyard brawl in Penn State, and both those games came down to the wire. Saturday night, you had Ohio State Notre Dame, which was a really good game.
Surprisingly close game.
Right. Oh, Marcus Freeman, like you could tell right there, if Marcus Freeman had been the coach of this team 3 years ago, they might have won a national championship because he's a player's coach. And you see Brian Kelly out there freaking
faking Southern accent.
How do you like you're supposed to win that game at home?
Yeah.
In New Orleans, you're in the Superdome, and you have like 80% of it is LSU fans. You're supposed to win that game if you're a guy.
I don't care if it's your first game.
Right.
LSU's a signature program.
For how much money they just paid you?
Right.
But, yeah, college football it should be a good year this year.
Football's back.
They also announced that it will be a 12-team playoff, too.
Yes.
Not this season, but hopefully
soon.
They
said at the latest they're going to start 2026.
Okay.
They definitely expect it to be sooner than that.
Yeah, I mean, it's more money in their pocket, so I don't see why they wouldn't
12-team
do
playoff,
it.
this opens the door for teams like Cincinnati. Cincinnati only got in. It took Cincinnati years to get in to convince the playoff that they deserved it. And I think the fact that they stayed close with Alabama last year, like, kind of made it do a push for 12 teams, because it's like they're going to, if they're going to stay around and compete, you got these teams right outside in the Big Ten that could surprise you. You got Michigan State, you got Penn State. They never get a chance because it's always Ohio State.
Let's not put Iowa in there after their performance week 1. They scored 7 points. They won 7-3.
They won 7-3 against an FCS team.
You gotta respect those
FCS
FCS
points. That's 7 points.
Was
a field goal and 2 safeties.
2 safeties.
It wasn't even a touchdown.
If it was North
Their
Dakota
quarterback
State,
had a
they would've beat
1.1.
Yeah, if it was like he said, if it was North Dakota State,
Iowa
would have lost.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
But
I don't think an FCS team won over an FBS team this week.
No, I don't believe so.
But
that Appalachian State North Carolina game was absolutely nuts as well.
Insane.
Like you get if you just like high scoring and good like college football, you can't miss. There's always a game on somewhere for you to watch.
And shout out the Monarchs of Old Dominion knocking off Virginia Tech.
Oh, wow.
for the second time in 4 years.
Yikes.
So Virginia Tech sucks. And Ricky Ronnie, former Penn State offensive coordinator, head coach of Old Dominion. Former Penn State defensive coordinator, Brent Pry, head coach of Virginia Tech. Ricky Ronnie got it done.
Wow.
I expected him to be a better coach than Brent Pry, and it showed in Brent Pry's first game. This is Ronnie's third season, but, you know. We're producing coaches, but not national championships.
Well, hey,
here at
good
Penn
for
State.
you.
That's what we do.
Good for you.
So, yeah, college football, a lot of fun. Can't wait to continue to watch it this year.
Yeah.
And I guess with that being said, we can move into our week 1 picks.
Yeah.
As you know, Frank and I have a competition. Anthony will be making picks, but doubt he's going to be here.
I'll fly in every week.
We can afford it on our budget.
He's our celebrity guest picker.
He's our Jack Harlow, so to say.
Yes. So let's go ahead and dive on in. We got Thursday night in 2 days. Defending Super Bowl champions Los Angeles Rams, and then the Buffalo Bills heading into SoFi to play. That's going to be the game of the week.
Yeah, should be.
I think they nailed it with the opening game for sure. With that being said, Rams are going to have a little bit of hangover. Bills are going to be thirsty. Bills are going to be hungry. Bills are going to win that coin toss and win that game.
On that?
I agree.
Yeah.
I think Josh Allen's just going to be too much. I think this is his year. MVP.
Yeah. This is a game where a lot of times the team that wins the Super Bowl doesn't win that first game of the year. They lost Von Miller. It's not the same exact defense. But I'm going to go with the Rams. I think they're going to come home. They're going to celebrate, and they're going to take it over the Bills.
There you go. Hey, you can't go wrong picking either team,
Yeah.
honestly. So.
Yeah, if you told me one of those teams, it's 54-49.
Yeah.
Something like that.
All right, whoever gets the ball last.
Right, whoever wins that last coin toss in overtime.
Yeah. Aaron Donald just takes helmets off and starts beating them with it, not get suspended or anything because it was it won't be practice. Maybe he'll get suspended all year.
I don't know. Only time will tell. All right, and then getting into the Sunday game, starting with the Baltimore Ravens at the New York Jets. Father Joe, even if Zach Wilson plays, I think it's just going to be too much.
It would make no sense to play Zach Wilson.
Yeah, it doesn't. Let Father Joe figure out against his old team, but he's not going to figure it out in time because Baltimore is going to take this rather easily.
Yeah, I think Baltimore, there's like zero chance they lose.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just Lamar Jackson's too good, and the Jets are the Jets.
Yeah, I agree. The Ravens are going to come out here and win. It's just like you said, the Jets are the Jets. Like I could
see something that's like gives us. I don't want to say hope because we're not Jets fans, but give us some sort of sign of decency.
Right.
There's
no reason to think the Jets are going to come out here and beat the Ravens. Yeah. There's no reason to think it's going to happen.
Right. Speaking of no reason to think a team's going to win, we got Cleveland at Carolina. I think this is a given. Baker's ready. Baker's hungry. I'm going to use the same quote. Baker's thirsty Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. That's what I need right now. Carolina's going to win, and Baker's revenge tour begins.
Yeah, we had the revenge game with the Baltimore Ravens and Joe Flacco. Revenge game for this one. I think it's going to go for the revenge. I think Baker's going to take him. I'm not betting on a team with Jacoby Brissett starting.
No, not at all.
I'd rather have Kellen Mond back there. They just picked him up.
Oh my
Josh
God!
Rosen. Shout out.
He's not that bad. I'm taking the Browns, obviously.
Shocker!
Listen,
tried to go 17-0 with them.
Listen, all I'm saying is that nobody knows Baker Mayfield better than this Browns defense.
And no one knows the Browns defense better than Baker Mayfield.
All right, I'll take that. I'll take that bet all day of the week.
I know you were just. I'm just saying your mindset of Baker totally swapped from last year.
It didn't totally swap. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. I just think we know every single one of his weaknesses, so they're going to take advantage of it. That's all I'm saying. I don't think he's a bad quarterback.
I just think when it comes down to it, quarterback's play is going to be the factor in that game. So. So.
We'll see what happens. I don't think the Carolina's defense is any good.
No, but I think if you're betting on weapons as well, I mean, they have a healthy CMC. Whether he's healthy through the rest of the season, he's healthy
DJ.
week 1.
That's
DJ
fine.
Moore.
And we have the 2 top corners. We have 2 top defensive ends. We have really good linebackers, and I'm comfortable with our matchups.
Touche.
That's all I'm
There you
saying.
go. All right, so we got 2 Carolina, 1 Cleveland. Moving on, Indianapolis at Houston.
I'm taking the Colts.
I'm taking the Colts. That's all we really need to say. There we go. Jacksonville at Washington.
Wow.
I drafted just about all Jaguars on my team. Jacksonville's going to win this damn game. Trevor Lawrence time, baby. Travis Etienne, let's go. But fuck Dabo, according to Frank.
I hate Dabo.
I'm a rare Carson Wentz fan. I think he's going to be okay, and I don't think Jaguars figured it out yet. I think it's going to take some more time, so I'm going Commanders. The commies.
The commies. I'm also going with the Commanders. I just like that defensive line. They're nasty, and they get after it. I know Chase Young's not going to be back yet, but they still have a good defensive line. And like you said, Carson Wentz, if he could just not be a stooge and, like, play.
Oh, he'll be a stooge.
I know.
And Doug Peterson's going to shove it down his throat.
I know. But they have talent on that offense. I mean, in the receiving room for sure, Brian Robinson got shot. So, you're going with Antonio Gibson.
I don't think that's something to laugh about. But
he survived.
I mean,
he's fine.
I mean, if you draft him, I guess it's something to laugh about.
I drafted him. We have an IR slot.
No, he should be back this year, though.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
But, yeah, I'm going with the commies as
All
well.
right, I'm the only one. Jacksonville. Gotta go with the Jags.
You sound
I
like
drafted
surprised.
Etienne, I drafted Lawrence. I drafted.
They can have good fantasy games and
Somebody
still
else.
not win.
I did. Who I
Christian
drafted? No, I didn't.
No.
I thought I drafted 3 Jaguars.
This is not 3 worthy.
Oh, James
James
Robinson,
Robinson.
just in case.
No, I guess that's backup.
New England and Miami.
I'm taking the Finns. I don't know what to make of New England. Their offense really, who's calling their offense? Matt Patricia, Joe Judge, Bill Belichick,
And I'm just not convinced with their offense.
and they lost J.C. Jackson. They didn't bring back any of their veteran defensive players. I mean, Mac Wilson's their starting linebacker. I saw him enough here. The man can't tackle that well. And, the Dolphins have all the momentum. They have a new head coach. They have Tyreek Hill. They have Jalen Waddle. They have Tua, who, for the first time, will probably see, get to play his game. So, he'll open it up and...
He should be fully healthy as
Right.
well. I mean, I'm excited. I don't think Tua's great, but he has no reason to be. He has
Right.
all the tools, and he's an Alabama player, so he should be somewhat okay.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm taking Miami as well. I'm just the Patriots team gets me skeptical.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I have to see it first. I believe in Bill Belichick.
Right. I'm not saying they can't win, but,
Yeah.
Let me see it first.
They did make the playoffs last year.
yeah, they did.
Mac Jones is good at football, so.
Yeah, 2 Alabama quarterbacks clashing in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on, New Orleans and Atlanta. I got the Saints, Jameis Winston, ready to roll. Falcons, just terrible.
Yeah, this is an easy pick, just like Houston losing. I think there's no shot for Atlanta. Marcus Mariota's not good.
Plain and simple.
Yeah, we're waiting for Desmond Ridder to get ready in 6 weeks, and then we'll see what we have with him. But I think it's easy dub.
Yeah, I'm also taking the Saints. That defense is just so good, and there's just not enough weapons on Atlanta for me to even be scared about them. So, yeah, I think the Saints are going to win easily.
All right. And then Eagles and Lions. Everyone may laugh about this game.
You're taking Detroit. Are you taking?
No.
Oh,
Very close. Very close. Philadelphia wins.
yeah.
I am taking Philly. That revamped offense, man, I'm excited for it. Jalen Hurts might be able to throw the ball this year. He has no excuse. Same thing with Tua. You have no excuse. You have all the weapons there.
They both, Tua and Hurts both earn years where, all right, if you don't perform this year, you're getting replaced, either in drafts or Lamar, because I don't know if Lamar's going to stay in Baltimore, or maybe that's just wishful thinking on my part, being a Browns fan, you being a Steelers fan. I'm sure you don't want him in the division. But these, like he said, these are prove-it years for these two young quarterbacks. I also think Philly's going to win. They have the recipe to do it. They have the talent. They just have to go out and perform. And, I mean, Detroit, yeah, they've been at Hard Knocks and they've been in the public, and they're still young. Dan Campbell's in his second year. Like they're a team that still needs
and
to grow.
That's why I think it's going to be close, Dan Campbell. I just think.
I mean, they play hard for the man.
The Lions
but
play hard. They showed signs of improvement last year towards the end of the year. And I just think, it'll be close. I think Philadelphia.
I'm not saying that they're
win,
I don't think you're going to get blown out.
Yeah,
but
you better watch out for the Lions. Just saying. Like, I'm not saying they're going to come out and make the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're not going to be complete dog shit this year.
Yeah, well, they shouldn't be.
All right, moving on to my Pittsburgh Steelers and Cincinnati Bengals. From not Paul Brown Stadium. We both changed our names. They have a god-awful name now.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
but,
something with crypto.
But they're down there. Yeah, because they got to pay Joe Burrow somehow. They're down there in Cincinnati. Bengals coming off their Super Bowl run. All they did was get better, improve their offensive line, improve their defense, or sustain their defense from last year. Joe Burrow's coming back healthier in his second year off his ACL. They still have all their weapons. I'm taking the Bengals. Just simply from the fact that I don't think they'll just be able to outscore you guys. I don't think you guys will be able to keep up scoring-wise. Your defense is good. They'll get stops, but eventually, they're going to get tired.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think Cincinnati's just too high-powered. I just think they're going to be able to weather the storm, or Pittsburgh won't be able to. They just won't be able to keep up. I think they're going to score a lot.
Yeah, I was looking at this game. It's a tough first game for sure.
Yeah.
And we don't know what to expect from our offense. Hopefully Mitch Trubisky comes out and does what – I'm not saying he's going to be Josh Allen, but he sat behind Josh Allen, maybe makes some Josh Allen-esque plays. He's capable of doing that. But I think when it comes down to it, our defense is going to make stops. We got blown out by the Bengals both times last year. That's not going to happen this year. We're going to be close. We're going to stay in it. Don't think it's going to be this week. I got the Bengals, too. San Francisco and Chicago, the last of the 1 o'clock games. I got 49ers. Sorry.
Why you laughed?
Trey Lance is going to show why he was the top 3 pick.
Well, it's at Soldier Field.
Yeah, it's in Chicago.
Lori Lightfoot also is at Soldier Field. Right. Yeah, still taking San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm taking San Francisco.
Right.
I am also taking San Francisco.
Some of these games are very easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to.
The only thing with San Francisco, they have to travel. They have to travel.
The Bears have a chance.
The Bears, if your defense shows up,
I believe in Trey Lance.
Definitely a better chance than the Jets.
Yes.
Yeah.
It could be a better chance than the Jets for sure.
Chicago, I won't be surprised if they win. But I just think San Francisco just has too many.
Yeah, I think so too. But I mean, in the win scenario for the Bears, it would just be Trey Lance is not great yet.
Right.
He turns the ball over 4 times.
Yeah.
And the Bears have a revamped secondary.
Right. Like you said, your secondary could be good.
So it's like there's a win possibility there, right? It's not like, oh, yeah, just chalk it up. It's a guaranteed W. I just don't see it happening. I mean, I think Trey Lance is good, and I think Kyle Shanahan is one of the best coaches in the league. So it's like, how do you beat that?
Yeah.
You took,
I took San Francisco. Yeah.
All right. Green Bay and Minnesota. This is Minnesota's time. They're winning this division this year, and they're beating the Packers in Minnesota to begin the season. Packers have nothing on offense except Aaron Rodgers and maybe Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, but wide receivers, come on.
Quadzilla. A.J. Dillon's the truth.
Yeah.
All right. Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, that other receiver they have.
You were so
KJ Osborne.
Cousins.
You were so excited to draft Allen Lazard.
Oh, I am. Don't get me wrong. He's probably going to be their number 1 wide receiver. It doesn't mean I'm going to take him over the Vikings at US Bank Field. They beat him last year, and they had Devontae Adams.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, I'm not picking the Green Bay Packers ever to win.
Another Vikings. I was afraid you both were going to pick the Packers.
I'm not picking.
Here,
I mean, Minnesota,
like Jacksonville.
Minnesota's at home. They Kirk Cousins should have a great year this year. I mean, they got a new offensive coordinator. They should have a whole new offense, and so I'm excited for them, even though they're a division rival. So
I'm also taking the Vikings.
Vikings across the board.
I like the Packers. I think their defense is going to be good. I think they'll win games because of that, and obviously Rodgers, but their defense is young. They added young players to their defense, so they're not proven yet. And, I mean, this Vikings offense should be somewhat similar to the Rams. And some people think Kirk Cousins is not that much different than Matt Stafford, depending on who you ask. So there's no reason why they shouldn't go out there and Justin Jefferson shouldn't have a Cooper Cup type of year. And I think that, the Vikings are going to be the real deal. We'll see.
Yeah. Moving on to Kansas City at Arizona. I personally think Arizona is not all that. Then again, I don't think Kansas City's going to beat all that.
Yeah.
I mean, Kansas City's going to make the playoffs.
You think so?
Absolutely.
You picked them.
You picked them
to finish fourth in the division. I did.
Correct it.
It's not that unrealistic.
It's not because of how competitive it is, but
their division's really good.
Worse than the Raiders. I mean, I know they don't have.
That's because you don't.
Weapons. Whatever. That's besides the point. Arizona, I don't think's that good. I'm taking Kansas City.
Yeah, I don't think Kansas City's finishing last in their division. I think they have the best coach in that division. They have the best quarterback in that division.
By far. They're
not
the best coach.
They can't finish it. And by far the best quarterback, I think.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert's pretty good.
They're really good.
But Justin Herbert hasn't made the playoffs. Derek Carr has never won a playoff game. And Russell Wilson has a Super Bowl.
But he has a rookie. He has a rookie head coach too.
So. Yeah, it's like.
And he has a rookie head coach.
And in a whole new system, it's like I'm not betting against Kansas City, just like I'm not betting against them against Arizona. I think they win.
Yeah.
I'm taking Arizona. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I don't know. I just want to be different, I guess.
Like Kansas City.
I don't like Kansas City.
Chad. And then probably the best 4:00 game next to Green Bay and Minnesota. We got Vegas and the Chargers.
Yeah, no, that's definitely going to be a great game.
Yeah, I got the Chargers. I just think.
Is it in Vegas or LA?
LA. Not like it matters.
Not like it matters.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chargers. This is Justin Herbert's year to finally get something done.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Raiders. They got new offense, new defense, new team. It's like if it's not gonna happen for them this year, it's never gonna happen. So I think I like the Raiders a lot this year.
I think I'm also gonna take the Raiders. I like their team. I like what they did. Their defense is going to be nasty with Max.
Division, right?
I do have them winning the division.
I have them last.
With Max Crosby, Chandler Jones, they added Devontae Adams. I see them coming out and competing with this team, and I don't love the coach of the Chargers. I feel like he makes some dumb mistakes, like going for it on fourth down when you shouldn't.
I feel like the dumb mistakes are only emphasized because of the timeout.
It's not even that. But like
when
he played the Browns, he went on a fourth down from his own side of the field, way too much.
Oh, actually, I did.
And he does that a lot. And like I think the Josh McDaniels will take advantage of that. And I think the Raiders are talented enough they can take advantage of that. They did add Khalil Mack and J.C. Jackson. Their defense is new, and it takes time for new defenses to mesh. So that's part of it. But we'll see what happens. I think it's gonna be a great game, shootout. It can go either way.
Cool. Now we have the Giants and Titans.
Yeah, I like the Titans more.
I have faith.
I mean, like maybe Bill DeBall's good. Like, maybe he fixed it. He figured it out. But I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not huge on the Titans this year.
No.
And if they were playing anybody else, I'd probably pick against them. But they're playing the Giants, and it's Daniel Jones, just a turnover machine.
Yeah.
And so,
Trips over his own feet.
I mean, not that Ryan Tannehill was any better last postseason, but I love Mike Vrabel as a coach. Derrick Henry's back.
Yeah,
this team knows how to win. They were the number 1 seed last year and lost their star running back for the second half of the season, or a little less, but whatever. They lost him for a while, and they still found ways to win. I think they'll take care of the Giants.
Yeah. All right, and then Sunday Night Football, Buccaneers and Cowboys. You already know who I'm picking.
He's taking Tampa.
Tampa?
Yeah. He was to pick Cowboys.
Cowboys are terrible.
You think so?
Yeah, they'll be terrible.
I think they're going to beat them.
No, Eagles win the division. Only team coming out of the division.
You think so? I don't know, man. I think I live in Dallas, so I hear it often. It's their year. It's
their year.
Probably not, but I think they're good, man. I think Dak is good. I think Zeke is going to have a healthy season. Jalen Tolbert might be good at football, and if Michael Gallup gets there, they're going to put up a
CeeDee Lamb should have a big year.
Huge. I mean, he's going to get 170 targets this year.
Yeah.
And it's like they have a great offense. They're going to put up points.
My big worry for them is their O-line. They just lost their starting left tackle.
Jason Peters, man.
But he's not playing this week. They had him sign him with practice squad so he get in shape. But, I mean, Tampa, they're also going through a lot of injuries on the line. So it comes down to defenses. Both have pretty good defenses.
Tom Brady.
But yeah, I'm taking Tom Brady over Dak in the opening night on Sunday Night Football.
Tom Brady over
Every
Cowboy team.
Yeah, but Tom Brady in the last week or Tom Brady in the first week.
Doesn't matter.
It's like, it's week 1. It's like I'm not betting LeBron to dominate in game 4.
You're right, but if it's on Sunday Night Football and and everybody's been talking shit about him leaving in the middle of the preseason and this and that, and you're playing the Cowboys, he's gonna show up and pull out his dick and say, "I'm still Tom Brady. I'm coming for my Super Bowl. Fuck you guys. You thought I retired. I came back."
I agree with the Super Bowl part, not week 1.
We'll see.
I don't think it's coming out to lose, but
I'm just saying. I'm taking Tom Brady.
It'll be an interesting game for sure. So.
It should be a great game. It's
gonna be high scoring.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Dallas can't put up points. I just the overhypeness of the Cowboys.
It's every year. Well, Jerry Jones is their owner.
If
he was owner of any other team, it'd be the same play.
I guarantee you the Cowboys will not win the Super Bowl this year. Guarantee it.
I wouldn't pick them, but that's more Mike McCarthy for me than anything else. I think Mike McCarthy's a terrible coach. And the fact that he made it past last year when they freaking lost the playoff game because they didn't have enough time, because they wasted their timeouts.
And they decided to run the ball.
Right.
Just take their...
How does he still have a job? That more than anything is
Well, I mean, he's better than Jason Garrett. That's how he still has a job.
Yeah, but...
It's just he's better than our last guy.
Come on.
They're slowly progressing.
I think McCarthy's like the Tony La Russa of football. He's the dinosaur, man.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Bring in Miguel Cairo. All right. Monday Night Football. Let's all say it together.
Denver Broncos.
That'll wrap Seattle. Oh, God.
I picked them in my winners pool this week, so they better fucking win. Yeah. If they lose to Seattle and I'm on my winners pool, I will be very upset.
Geno Smith's their starting quarterback. That's all I want to say about the Seahawks. They don't deserve airtime. But that's all we have today. Tune in next week for our next picks.
Yeah.
And I know I have 2 picks that I got, Jacksonville and the Chargers. You guys went against me, so can't wait to get off to that early lead after the Jags and Chargers win.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all the time we have.
Yeah.
Let's thank Anthony for coming.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. It was a pleasure.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
And then Frank.
Yeah, we'll get after it next week.
Both of our teams will be 0-1. We'll be ready to go.
Well, we want to know. I'm confident in my team. I'm
just
confident in my team.
I try to not be biased.
I'm not being biased. I'm confident in my team.
16-0 last year.
It's a new year, baby. I'm not going to take them every.
I picked the Steelers 4 losses.
I'm not taking them. I didn't take them every.
I picked the Steelers to lose to Buffalo in Week 1. What did we do? Win. So guess what we're going to do now?
Listen.
After I picked Cincinnati.
Listen. That's who I picked last year in my winners pool. I picked Buffalo and then lost.
This doesn't matter. It's fine.
I guarantee you right now I will not pick the Browns to win. I'm not picking them to beat the Chargers.
You said that last year, too.
I'm not picking them to beat the Chargers with Jacoby Brissett.
Packers.
They should have beat the Packers. Baker Mayfield turned the ball over 4 times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my point.
I thought they were going to run the ball more, and they didn't. Nick Chubb ran all over them. And then what did they do? Throw a fucking interception. If you kept running the ball,
that's why
it's a different year. It's a different season.
That's my
the
point.
Same Browns.
No, it's not.
The Browns is the Browns. Steelers will be decent.
Yeah, they're not winning 11 games, like you said last time.
Hey, all you can do is win from this bet.
Yeah.
I don't say shit about Deshaun Watson. And what was the other thing?
I don't remember. We got to watch the video.
But then, what was yours? You can't ever doubt Mike Tomlin again or some shit like that? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I already think Mike Tomlin's a Hall of Fame coach, but if he wins 11 games with this team...
If he wins 11 games with Mitch Trubisky...
It's not even...
Mitch Trubisky's been in the playoffs.
I know.
But your schedule is tough.
And guess
who
hasn't?
Let me ask you this right now.
Let
me ask you this right now. Dolphins Steelers, is it 50? Like, who do you pick right now if you're thinking Dolphins Steelers?
Like if it was Week 1,
do you give them more? Do you give the Steelers more than the 50% chance to win that game?
No.
Okay.
I mean, like I think
the Eagles more than the 50% chance to win that game.
It depends on if they're home or away. You keep saying
more than 50.
That's because what you said.
I said 50-50.
All right, no, fine. You give them 50% chance.
More. Like in a vacuum, I'm taking the Eagles, and I'm taking.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, I don't have a problem with that. He just made it sound like those teams are just going to come out and roll the Steelers.
But
it's
I mean,
nothing.
if it's snowing in Pittsburgh, like you start to favor the Steelers more.
Yeah.
Like I'm not picking Miami in the snow.
Thank you.
But
I'm just saying Steelers have a chance in every single one of their games this year.
Week one before.
You made it sound like they're
I don't think they're going to be in
Yeah,
every single game.
like
of
they're
the
not
year.
the Texans.
Like,
crying out loud.
The Bears have a
Their
chance
offense
to
might be.
everyone
You don't know how
that's
good their
1-4.
offense is going to be.
I don't know. All I know is we don't just have Brandon Cooks. We have Claypool. We have Johnson. We have Najee. We have Lynchburg. We have Pat Freiermuth. Pat Freiermuth is better. He just started playing,
That's pretty good.
and he's already better than the last 3
Tight ends you guys got.
Texans had.
Sure.
I'm just saying, we have a chance in every game.
All
to
right.
think, Eagles, Dolphins, easy pick. That doesn't make sense. I'm not saying Carolina's an easy pick. That was a tough pick.
if Tua's good at football, like if he was the prospect he was supposed to be before he hurt his hip, I think you guys get blown out. Because that means like Tua's like gonna have 4,600 yards this year.
that just means Tua is just going to start kicking ass.
I think that's in the
but
possibility.
I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't personally see it from Tua.
I don't know.
I could see him underthrowing Tyreek Hill a lot.
Hey,
We'll have the whole
He
season
can't
to find
overthrow
out.
Tyreek Hill. We know that.
He underthrew him and it was still a 50-yard.
Yeah.
I
Like,
know. No, I mean Mahomes did those blind freaking just chuck it down the field.
Yeah.
And Tyreek catches it. So I mean, who's to say Tua can't do that? But
right.
I and you commented about the Eagles. Right now, until I see the Steelers, I'm not confident in the Steelers winning that game. I'm just saying it's a 50-50 shot in my viewpoint right now.
Okay.
That's all.
All
All
right.
right, that's all the time we have. Frank's gonna pick the Browns to go 16-0.
No, I'm
Just
not.
So you know, or 17-0.
17-0,
Sorry.
that's why.
Yeah, that's why. Just so you know, I'm not picking the Steelers to go 17-0 because we won't. I'm realistic. That's all the time we have today.
Unreal.
Yeah,
Unreal.
Bears going 17-0. But yeah, we'll have more guests on. Maybe hit up Matt one of these days. He lives down the street.
Yeah, he's a Chargers
He's a
fan.
Chargers fan.
Yeah.
Who the hell's a Chargers fan? They never sell out. They always sell tickets to the other team. But anyway, that's all we have.
Yeah.
Once again, I've been saying that's all we have, but clearly we have more to say. Tune in to week 1 of the NFL this week. Week 2 of college football should be exciting. Until next time, we're signing off.
See ya.